What's going on, everybody? I am a content creator on Facebook Gaming, and I have decided to use my platform to help spread awareness for the Innocence Project. Today, we are going to be talking about false confessions and why somebody would confess to a crime they didn't commit. And then I did a little bit of research on a case, and we are going to bring that up a little bit. And I hope you guys enjoy because this is my first YouTube video. So tell me what I can improve on and smash that like and subscribe. In 1990, Jeffrey Descovich was wrongly convicted of the brutal rape and murder of his 15-year-old classmate Angelica. Jeff was only 16-year-old at the time of the crime with no prior record. Police claimed that Jeff was overly upset at the victim's funeral and they were certain they had their man. Angelica was very hard to find on the internet, so I do believe the family is trying to keep it private, so I am going to do my best to do that as well. They interrogated him for over 6 hours without his mother or legal lawyer present. After intimidating him, they forced a false confession after promising that he could go home after he confessed. He had also been told that if his DNA did not match the rape kit, he would be cleared as a suspect. After 3 polygraph sessions and extensive questioning by detectives, he confessed. During these polygraphs, one of the officers would raise his voice, get in his personal space in an attempt to make him nervous, not to mention give him multiple cups of coffee. One of the detectives accused Jeff of having failed the test and said that he was convinced of Jeffrey's guilt. According to the detective, Jeffrey was asked to describe the crime. He began speaking in the third person, switching to first person partway through the confession. I'm doing air quotes. Jeffrey said, "I lost my temper," and admitted he had hit the victim in the head with a Gatorade bottle, put his hand over her mouth, and kept it there too long. During the confession, Jeffrey sobbed. By the end of the interrogation, he was under the table, curled up in the fetal position, crying. Would you confess to a crime you didn't commit? No? Well, if you think only guilty people confess, you couldn't be more wrong. According to the Innocence Project, more than 25% of wrongly convicted victims who were later exonerated by DNA evidence falsely confessed. Why would somebody confess to a crime they didn't commit? It is perfectly legal for police to lie during an interrogation. In some cases, law enforcement will claim they have evidence to prove somebody's guilt, when in reality, there's no evidence at all. In many cases, police will tell an individual that there's so much evidence there will be conviction no matter what. But if they give a confession, their sentence will be more lenient. So in a lot of these cases, an individual may feel like they have no choice but to confess in order to avoid a lengthy prison sentence or even possibly a death sentence. Another reason an innocent person might confess to a crime they didn't commit is they just wanted to stop. The amount of stress, lack of rest, and brutal police tactics can break down even an innocent individual to the point where they will confess and hope down the road that the justice system will see that they are innocent. The power of a confession is really overwhelming. If you were sitting in a courtroom as a juror and the accused admitted to a crime on the record, it'd be very difficult not to get tunnel vision. But please, look into the facts. While you may believe you would never admit to a crime that you didn't commit, in all honesty, you don't know how you'd react under intense police questioning. Alright guys, well, we did it. If you guys don't want to listen to some dumb 20-year-old trying to do his part, Jason Flom has an amazing podcast called Wrongfully Convicted. I will be linking his podcast and all of my other sources, and I hope you guys just do your part. Have a great one. Thanks, everyone.